Hey everyone, Ray Alfalla here with the tutorial for the rookie series at Charlotte. So we had a big build change for 2018 season one, and the biggest thing was the track grip got changed per track. So while most other series changed a whole lot because the cars are much faster, the rookie series did not change too much, but it is enough to warrant an update to this video. So now we go here to the Charlotte data pack, and we're going to take a look at Learn Track. Now we're going to pause this for a second. Make sure we're targeting the first lap actually right here. It's actually going to go to lap 7 automatically because it was the fastest lap. So this track being essentially wide open for the first 10 or so laps, the car is going to get faster and faster for the first 6-7 laps or so. So but then after a few laps, it starts becoming a little slick. So this is just here, lap 1. Essentially, you're just wide open. There's not much to it. You arc out a little bit. You can actually cut the corner a little bit if you'd like, but mostly it's just get it down to the white line, be as smooth as you can. And right here, you don't have to completely go up to the wall. It depends who you're racing against. But essentially, bring it down wide open on the throttle, plenty of grip for the first few laps here. And it shouldn't be an issue to complete lap 1, and it's just wide open, not much speed. This track is way bigger than what these cars were intended for. So now we're going to go here to lap 5. And as you can see, not much changes for lap 5. It's still getting faster. But of course, you want to be always smooth on the wheel. As you can see, my input right here. The wheel in the game is cut off by the screen here, but the steering input right here is just very smooth. Any unnecessary steering input, if you start shaking the wheel too much, or if you start bringing unnecessary heat and stress to the tires, will hurt you later. And that applies to any car, and the higher level cars will punish you quicker for it than these. So now lap 10, as you can see, I believe I'm still wide open here. I'm about to reach that threshold. This whole lap is wide open. As you can see, the inputs right here, this follows the whole inputs of the whole lap. But it's getting to the point where there reaches a point where you can back off the throttle and actually go a little bit faster, even if you can go wide open the whole lap. That's just because if you stay wide open, sometimes the car will slide more. So it's basically reaching that point right there. I believe the first lap I backed off on was probably the next one, lap 11. But that's kind of when it starts becoming an issue. Now here by lap 15, as you can see, I will back off the throttle right here as we're gonna get close to turn 1 right here. We go into the corner, just back off a little bit, down to about 70% throttle for a little bit, just to make sure that rear end doesn't step out, as the car just kind of tends to four-wheel drift up the track if you just stay wide open in it. It's probably possible to stay wide open at this point, but you would just end up sliding your tires and going slower. So the important thing is to just, be as smooth as you can on that wheel. As you can see, I'm actually sawing it a little bit as the rear end comes out from under me. But, it's still handling pretty decent. And now for the last lap here. So the difference between the fastest lap and the slowest lap here in this 20 laps is only about half a second. But of course, the track where you're almost wide open in these cars, that's still quite a lot. As you can see, I'm actually playing with the throttle quite a bit right there. And the most important thing here in these rookie races is just to stay clean, just to try and find some place on the track to run. And obviously just try and focus on your own car. Here at Charlotte with these cars, it's going to be a big pack, so the wreck avoidance and just being able to predict people around you will be almost as important as actually hitting the right line. So as you progress, you'll be able to move through the ranks. Now I'm going to compare the fastest lap and the slowest lap here at this track, and we're going to go here to the driving stats, actually your own driving stats. If you were to be using VRS to do this. You just go to your own driving stats, find the session, and where it says see video right here, you click that, and it'll pop up 2 side-by-side videos, but I feel like it's a lot easier to visualize it just on one video. So you just click these squares up here, just pick one video, and then when you go to laps, the one in blue will be on the video. So we're gonna pick it goes straight to the fastest lap. We're gonna pick the first lap just to kind of show you know, how that first lap is just plenty of grip, and then the comparison lap, which is the red one, we're gonna pick the last lap, which was actually it wasn't our slowest lap, but it's the lap with the most laps on the tires. So we're gonna go just to compare lap 1 to lap 20 here. And now as we go into turn 1 right here, essentially the biggest difference is, you know, the throttle right here. You know, obviously the blue is what's being shown in the video, which is our first lap, just plenty of grip, tires are new. And the red is the comparison, which is, you know, the last lap where the tires were older and then just had less grip overall. Not to mention the track was also rubbering up because of my own car being on it. But of course that's minimal because it's only one car on the track, but that is a factor that plays into it a little bit. So as essentially, as you can see right here, just playing with the throttle on the older tires in comparison, and this is where the two cars are on the track in comparison to one another. So as you can see right here, it's only about a 2-foot difference, you know, because the line doesn't change much. And we come off the corner again. You know, it's a track where it's almost wide open. You know, there's only half a second difference between the fastest lap and the slowest lap. These 2 laps only had about 0.2 of a second difference, just because the first lap the car wasn't really up to speed yet. So, but there you can kind of illustrate how, you know, half a second, that's what it is. It's just a little bit of throttle blip in each corner. So you can use that, you know, to your advantage in anytime you're analyzing a video. One of the features we offer at Virtual Racing School is live coaching. There's a one-on-one coach and there's also a group coach. So if you go to group classes right here, you can see who is offering the coaching, how many seats are taken. So you can choose to join the class. It'll be 4 weeks, you know, 4 sessions, 1 hour each. And a coach will sit with a group of drivers and critique, you know, whatever they're doing, whether it be, you know, through the analyzer or on the racetrack. And if you also like a one-on-one session, you just click on coaches right here, and you just choose whoever you want to as coach. So if you want me as coach, you click on my name, you go to request session and pick whatever you like. So, you know, that's one of the features we offer here at VRS, and you know, we hope to see you at a live coaching session soon.